Hi everyone, it's Carrie here for my life coaching tip of the week. Yes, I'm in my car again. This time only because I am been trying to get outside and the torrential downpours keep starting. So I'm just going to wait it out. Anyway, this week, my tip of the week and my question has been a question that I used to ask my son many years ago. He is now a teen, but when he was younger, I heard a man, I think he was on Hay House Radio, and I can't remember who it was, who used to ask his kids this. So when my son was about 8, I started asking him on his birthday this question. And the question is sort of twofold. The question is, as your mom, what's one thing that I can do more of? And what's one thing that you'd like to see me do less of? So I asked my son that a few years in a row, and I can tell you, he gave me some pretty surprising answers. The first 2 years I remember the most. He gave me the same exact answers both years, 8 and 9 years old. And what he wanted more of were hugs, which I thought was so sweet. What he wanted less of was talking. Yeah, no big surprise. I remember driving at the time when he was in the back seat and he told me, and I was like, oh, great. And basically what he was getting at was he doesn't need me to tell him something 5 or 10 times. He only needed it once, because apparently he was listening. So it was, yes, let's just say it was an interesting moment as a mom, and I really tried really hard to, I'm still trying, but apparently even in 1 year, I wasn't able to reach that goal for him. But the interesting thing, though, is that I was thinking about that question for myself this week. And just in terms of the pandemic and the lockdown and being inside and kind of having to adapt to a new norm, or hopefully not a new norm, but, the new norm right now. And the things basically that we want to do more of and the things we want to do less of. So I've asked myself that question. What's one thing that you can do more of right now that's working for you? And what's one thing that you can do less of that's not working for you? So I'm here at the ocean right now, maybe not quite out there yet. When the rain fully stops, I will be. But that's the thing that I know that I wanted to do more of. It fills my soul. It makes me happy to come to the sea. Even if it's not raining, I brought my jacket. I've got my umbrella. I walk in the rain. I'm cool with that. It'll still make me happy. And I know that I need to do more of it right now. I'm going stir crazy some days. And yes, while I walk in the woods a lot, coming to the ocean for me is the thing that fills me up the most. So that's the thing I'm going to commit to doing more of. And the thing that I want to do less of, I think, is really staying inside and working longer than I need to. So I can be a bone with the dog sometimes when I'm working on people's books or projects, and I just sometimes don't want to let up until I've done what I've started. But the problem is, what I'm realizing right now is that I get really, really kind of agitated and antsy, and I'm not paying attention to my body. And when I finally listen, it's like I'm starting to go a little berserk. I feel like my body's vibrating. I feel tense. I feel anxious. And it's like I just need to get out of the house and now. So what I'm trying to do less of right now is working, those long periods, and just adapting, to this situation and not feeling like I need to have the bar so high right now. So I'm really going to just work in smaller chunks and let the big chunks of work go for now. So those are the 2 things that I'm going to do to try and make myself happier. Now let me ask you that. What are you going to do this week? What's one thing you're going to do more of that brings you joy? And what's one thing that you're going to let go of that you don't need to do anymore, that's just taking you down, dragging your energy down, and not making you happy? Okay, so those are my 2 questions for you. I'd love to hear your comments below if you want to tell me what your 2 things are, one that you're going to do more of and one that you're going to do less of. Otherwise, I will see you next week, and hopefully not in my car again, because I need to get out more. Okay, have a great week, you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.